This is Mrs. J reporting live with Fake Mike, Real News, aka the Admiral L. Ron Hubbard. This is Mrs. J talking to you live with the Admiral L. Ron Hubbard, aka Fake Mike, Real News. So, Will, Admiral, tell me, how long have you known that you are L. Ron Hubbard?
The reason I'm back, reincarnated as Fake Mike Real News and spent a lot of time auditing, coincidence? I think not. Well, this planet, unfortunately, in my absence, has devolved into a prison planet of barbarians. But luckily, good old Uncle Elron has got a couple tricks up his sleeve. Yeah, we got a spaceship en route, landing my birthday. What we're going to do is we're going to take all OT8 and above. If you're clear, guess who decides if you're clear? Not David, because David's been a naughty little boy and he's not coming. Nope, that's right. Anybody clear OT8 and above, you're coming with me in a kick-ass spaceship over to Titan to party our balls off. And I'm taking my Lambos and mansion with me. So I don't care if you're a little girl who's starving in the streets of Lahore. I don't care if you're an up-and-coming Canadian hockey prospect. I don't care if you're Mother Teresa. If you're not OT8, you're dead. So if you want to become OT8, buy the t-shirts and the posters on the link. That's the only way. On this website right here, it's the only way you can become OT8. If you want to guarantee, this is a guarantee, if you want to guarantee a ride on a spaceship up to Titan for a kick-ass party with me and the homies and Lambos and bitches.
Question we'd all love to know, can you bend time?
Well, I have to forgive you for such a silly and obvious question, but I'm attributing that to your reactive mind. Once I became an OT 55, I'd been flying for a long time. It's funny because I see some of my adherents outside of my buildings now. They're wearing masks and gloves. I was flying at OT7, right? Me and Tom Cruise fly around this whole Earth. But once you get to OT 55, you start to realize that time ain't nothing but a falsehood, baby. Of course I can. How dare you?
Does David know you're back?
Very poignant question. You know, David has been running my organization into the ground. And, he said, oh, we busted 10,000 psychs this year. That's nothing. When you're OT 55, you bust psychs psychically. So David's been running this whole religion into the ground. And we've been trying to keep the true nature of who Fake Mike, a.k.a. the one and only true L. Ron Hubbard, reincarnated in the flesh and blood and sole heir to all of my own mansions and Lambos. But you've noticed, people that pay attention have seen recently David's gone into hiding. Unfortunately, our efforts to keep this as quiet as possible didn't work. So now David's gone into hiding because the king is back, bitch. You better hide. I'm coming for you, buddy.
What's your message to us and why have you returned?
Recalling back, I was -6 months old, floating in the ether. A giant jolt of conscious electricity entered my body. At that very moment, I knew I was L. Ron Hubbard. And then I chose to reincarnate, and then I proceeded to pick my parents. And then shortly thereafter, I proceeded to pick my dope-ass mansion, and then shortly thereafter, after I picked some of my Lambos. I think the primary reason why we're definitely going to seal off Earth as a hellhole, frankly, because people didn't buy enough copies of my Dianetics books and all the updates. If they truly had, and if they'd actually spent some time auditing, looking at you guys out there, Maybe you wouldn't have seen me get so upset over man buns and double down sandwiches, but I did. And now you're all going to die, unless you buy my t-shirts. Link in the description.
And finally, what a fantastic, super duper duper spacecraft that is. Is there room for one more?
Well, for a sprightly young woman like yourself, there just may be one. If you look up the coordinates on our TikTok, which is right below, purchase the t-shirt. And of course, everyone out there, go and donate, buy the t-shirt, because that's where you're going to find the secret landing base location of where you're going to need to be with your t-shirt in hand. Make sure you have a t-shirt and or poster in hand. If you just want to give me like a 20 or maybe a Black and Miles, that would suffice. But make sure you're there at the secret landing base. In order to get that, you must purchase the tees and follow. You can not only see what's going on next, find the location of the secret base at IamLronHubbard.com, but you can also learn about the various stories of me before I incarnated into this soul, which is Fake Mike Real News, but the reincarnation of L. Ron Hubbard, the only true one. And we're gonna be partying with some bitches and some Lambos out in Titan. And the only way you can get that is to buy the t-shirt. That's IamLronHubbard.com. And again, you got a couple choices here. You can either kick it with me, some bitches in a spaceship on Titan, in a Lambo, smoking crack, or to be left down to Earth with all the non-believing, backsliding heathens who couldn't get clear because they didn't buy a t-shirt. I am LRonHubbard.com. Ooh, yeah.
Thank you, Will. Admiral Hubbard. I do hope that David Miscavige does get what he deserves. This is Mrs. J talking to you live from London. Goodbye.